So let's talk about the affordable housing crisis in America. There's multiple factors that factor into the price of housing. Obviously, if supply is low, prices are going to be high. The dollar is not the same value that it was over a year ago, maybe even 5 years ago. I think I read something that said when I was born versus today, the dollar is like 75 cents in value compared to the year that I was born. But listen, hey, that doesn't change the fact. That's something that you cannot control. What you can control is how you earn, how much money you save, how much money you spend. Those are the things that you can control. Let's talk about controlling the controllables. You can't control the price of the house. And if you believe that there's an issue with people buying up houses, corporations buying up houses, you should write to your representatives, your state, your local, and your federal representatives, and you should encourage them to advocate for we the people so that we have access to affordable housing. But then on the flip side of it, you shouldn't count on them responding in your favor, okay? Because our government officials may or may not be compromised, so they may or may not be for the people. So what you should do is you should control the controllables. Live on less than you make, create and stick to a budget. Live on less than you make, create margin in your budget, right? Your number one wealth building tool is your income. So if you're busy paying your hard-earned money to lenders in the form of payments, that's gonna eat up what you could be putting away and building wealth. And building wealth for you might be stashing your every penny that you have left over at the end of the month into a high yield savings account while you search for a home. Maybe you need to look at living in a different area. Are you sold on the area that you live in? Is it absolutely the area that's right for you and your family? Is it going to be the area that's right for you and your family for the next 6 to 7 years? And if it's not, maybe you should look at just saving, stashing money away, building some income with your high yield savings while you kind of wait. And if you are convinced that you are in the area that you want to live in for the next 7 to 30 plus years, and you find a house that you want to buy, go for it, right? Because once you have the house, no matter what, if you're comfortable with paying the mortgage, then you can build up your savings account, build up your emergency fund, put some distance between you and mayhem. And beyond that, then you can go ahead and start paying it off, right? You can start, nobody says you have to pay the minimum payments. You absolutely can go ahead and get your mortgage down to a level that you're comfortable with. So you could eat big chunks of that mortgage and just get rid of it. And then when interest rates drop, then you can just go ahead and refinance. Now, refinancing does cost money. It's not cheap. There are options where you could refinance your home into a home equity loan. I know I did that with my credit union a couple years ago to secure a 2.99%. And I think I had to pay a $150 application fee. That's it. The point of my message today is you do have options. You are not defined by the circumstances going on today in the economy, in your job. You have options. You can make more money. You can get rid of debt. You can save. And then you can make decisions about what's best for you and your family without relying on the government. You should still write to them so that they know that you're paying attention to what's going on in the economy and the pain points that you feel that are impacting we the people. You absolutely can and you absolutely should. You just shouldn't count on them getting anything done because, this is the government. And I'm seeing more inventory come up in my area than I have in a long time. So that is good news for buyers. So control what you can. So you want to budget, you want to get out of debt, save. Decide if it's worth it where you're living and if that's where you want to live, and wait it out because this too shall pass. But you only want to wait it out if you've decided that you're not convinced that you want to stay in the area that you're in. If you are convinced that you want to stay in the area that you're in, then you want to probably jump. Well, I'm not even going to say that because I'm not sure we're not set up for a reset. So, but if you are willing to take the risk that you're going to buy a $500,000 property and maybe in a year or two it's only going to be worth $400,000, which I think happened in 2008 when I talked to people. But if you're going to stay there for 6 or 7 years, who cares? So anyhow, control the controllables. You get to decide how you respond to the situation going on around you. Nobody else. So, all right, guys, have a good day.